You are getting very sleepy. No, I'm not going to hypnotize you. But here's the thing. What if I told you that a trained hypnotist already has? Not with a swinging pocket watch, not with a magic spell, but with the exact same mechanism your brain uses every single morning when you drive to work on autopilot, and arrive without remembering a single turn. That's not a metaphor, that is neuroscience. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what hypnosis is, how it works inside your brain, and why scientists now believe it could be one of the most underrated tools in medicine. Here's the problem with hypnosis. Pop culture absolutely destroyed it. For decades, the word hypnosis made you think of a guy in a tuxedo, making someone cluck like a chicken on stage. And Hollywood made it even worse, turning it into mind control, brainwashing, even evil. So most people wrote it off entirely. It became a joke. But while the public was laughing, researchers were quietly publishing some of the most fascinating neuroscience of the last 30 years. Brain scans, clinical trials, pain management studies, and what they found completely flipped the script. So let's start with the most important question. What actually is hypnosis? The best scientific definition right now comes from Stanford researcher Dr. David Spiegel, and it goes something like this. Hypnosis is a state of highly focused attention, where your brain becomes more open to suggestion and less likely to critically evaluate what it's experiencing. And here's the wild part. Stanford's brain imaging studies actually show 3 measurable changes in the brain during hypnosis. Number 1, the center quiets down. The dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, the part of your brain that constantly scans for problems and distractions, becomes significantly less active. That mental chatter, it dials way down. Number 2, your brain and body disconnect. The area linking your brain's action center to your sense of self basically decouples. This is why hypnotized people can do or feel things without that sense of, wait, am I doing this? Number 3, your brain becomes a better receiver. The connection between your prefrontal cortex, your logic center, and the insula, which processes body sensations, gets stronger. Suggestions about pain, temperature, or emotion can literally change what your body physically registers. Let me say that again. Words can change what your body physically feels. That's not magic. That's neuroscience. And this is why hypnosis is now being used in actual hospitals. The Mayo Clinic uses it for chronic pain. Researchers have used it to reduce anesthesia use during surgery. The American Psychological Association recognizes it as a valid clinical tool for anxiety, even phobias. Now, can someone control your brain with it? Force you to do things against your will? Here's the truth. No, the evidence is clear. You cannot be hypnotized into doing something that violates your core values. A hypnotic state still requires your cooperation. You are always the one holding the keys. What hypnosis can do is help you access parts of your mind that are usually locked behind the noise of conscious thought. It's less about control and more about collaboration with your own brain. Think about it this way. Your brain runs most of your life on autopilot. Habits, fears, cravings, emotional reactions. Most of them are programs running beneath your conscious awareness. Hypnosis is essentially a way to get into the code, not to rewrite you as a person, but to update the scripts that aren't serving you anymore. And when you look at it that way, it stops being scary. It becomes one of the most empowering tools you've never been taught. Okay, I want to know what you think. Do you believe hypnosis is a legitimate medical tool? Or does it still feel like smoke and mirrors to you? Drop your honest answer in the comments below. And if this video made you see hypnosis differently, here's a challenge. Send this to one person who still thinks it's just a stage trick. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. And hit the bell, because YouTube buries these videos if you don't. Until then, stay curious. I'll see you in the next one.